Hey, what's going on, y'all? So we're going to be converting my third gen '05 Dodge Ram 2500 diesel, and we're going to be converting the steering linkage on it from the Y style steering to the '08 T style steering. It's a better upgrade, heavier duty, and just overall better steering. So let me show you what steering I'm going with. This is the T style steering. Here's the part number for it. So this is the drag link, this is the tie rod. So on the Y style steering, this piece actually runs down and connects to the passenger side knuckle. The drag link does, and then the tie rod actually bolts into it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like here in a minute. And then so that's the part number for this one. And here, and you're gonna also need a new steering stabilizer if you haven't converted it over yet, different style. So that is the Bilstein part number, and you also need a new pitman arm. And I think total this came to about $700, but it needs it. And so there is the Mopar part number for that. So as you can see right here, drag link comes down, ties into the tie rod. Tie rod goes from knuckle to knuckle. Okay, so here we are underneath the truck. There you can see the driver's side. Driver's side, tie rod goes into the drag link. The drag link goes down into the passenger side. So you get a lot more binding and it's a lot weaker. And so there it is. And then once I get it out, so I'm going to take a little piece of paper or cardboard. I'm going to put it behind the bolt and the nut on each side, give it a little shot of PB Blaster, let it sit for a moment, and then we'll get it disconnected. And of course we'll do the same for the pitman arm. I'm not going to disconnect the pitman arm or the drag link from the pitman arm because it's all got to come off. But so yeah, I'm going to get that done, and we will show you what it's like here in a minute. So the nuts for the tie rod ends as well, I backed this one off because I'm probably going to keep this pitman arm, but as well as this one is a 13/16. I don't know if you guys can see that, 13/16 for bolts on the side, and for the pitman arm it is a 1 5/16. So right there, 1 5/16. Also, guys, it was a 15 mil. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, 15 mil for the front, and then it was an 18 millimeter nut on the back, and 18 millimeter on the back. Okay, real quick. So the tie rod puller I have is just a tiny bit too small. So what I did is on the top there, I put the nut back on top of the bolt just so it doesn't fall all the way out, really uncontrolled. And even though I'm not going to use this again, still I'd rather not have it fall out. So I'm going to do the same for the other side. And then once I put the little nut on there, you can try, if you took the tire off, you could probably hit the top. I don't feel like taking the tire off. It's just one more other step that I'd rather not do right now. So anyway, I'm going to put the nut back on there, and then I'm going to smack the edge of this with the mini sledge or a hammer, and it'll drop out pretty easy. All right, got the old one out. There it is. This joint is super shot. It is absolutely smoked. I don't even know what, oh yeah, it is garbage. Yeah, it is really bad. The driver's side was not as bad, but so this one, as I showed you earlier, it's a Moog. I've always had really good luck with Moog. Just the sheer beefiness of the tie rod is a night and day difference in the Moog compared to the factory. And then, like I said earlier, that the tie rod goes from knuckle to knuckle instead of drag link to knuckle, and then the tie rod tying into the drag link on the old one. So the T style is definitely a lot better. I'm going to take some quick measurements from the old one to the new one. That way I can line it up a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to get it aligned, but this is the weekend, so they don't have it. But according to everything that I read, you need a new pitman arm. So with the pitman arm, if you've never dealt with them very much, they're splined, obviously. the box is the shaft is tapered, and you have thicker splines or keys on the 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, and that will match up with what is on this the steering box shaft. All right, quick little update. Yeah, it was pretty interesting by myself. My son is gone, so I kind of just put my foot underneath that side and got that piece in and held it up. It's heavy, but it's not that bad. And then I put that castle nut on, and yeah, these are castle nuts, and they have a cotter pin, comes with them, pretty sweet. And so then I just kind of turn the collar a little bit and made sure they were pretty much even. Turn the collar, and I had to turn it a couple, actually it was like one full revolution, so it actually sat in that one properly. And then here's the new pitman arm. So anyway, then I'm gonna get this one set in there, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys that little update. And finally done, got those set, got the castle nuts torqued down. I didn't torque them, I tightened them pretty tight. And then they got a castle nut with a cotter pin, did that on both sides. And then got the steering stabilizer put in. Those are torqued to 55 foot-pounds. I'm gonna because I got to take it into the tire shop. I just tightened these down pretty tight, but I believe they're 45 foot-pounds, but I'm gonna let the tire shop and the alignment shop do that. So the drag link to the pitman arm is 65 foot-pounds. So I got it there with the torque wrench, but I just need to back it up a tiny bit to get that cotter pin in there. So there is that. And then the pitman arm nut is 185 foot-pounds. I already got that torque down too. So yeah, there it is. Definitely a lot better looking, and hopefully it will drive a lot better, not have so much. It felt like on the passenger side you could feel it before, and that's the one that was shot out, but yeah, it felt like it was in 4 high. So we're all done. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching this video. If this video helps you out at all, please leave a comment down below. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll post links down below too. You can also find me on Instagram if you want to check out some photos of just nature, hunting, fishing, whatnot. But also I will be posting a link. So I started a laser business on the side. I am doing custom water bottles and tumblers with my own created designs. You can check that out down below. I greatly appreciate it. Until next time, hope you all have a great day. All right, bye-bye.